Hi everyone, this is a quick introduction to the EQuIP grant project. EQuIP stands for Educational Quality Through Instructional Partnerships. My name is Dr. Lucy Santos Green. I'm a former Texas classroom teacher and school librarian. I taught in 3 Texas school systems while I lived in Texas: Fort Worth ISD, Plainview ISD, and Carrollton Farmers Branch ISD. After a decade in K-12, I became a graduate instructor in the College of Education for Texas Tech University. Since then, I led the graduate program in school librarianship and instructional technology at Georgia Southern University in Georgia, which is how I ended up on the East Coast. And now I'm at the University of South Carolina, where I get to teach in our school library program. I'm passionate about using research to uncover best practices for teaching and learning in school library contexts, as well as sharing those best practices with educators, administrators, parents, community members, and other stakeholders. I want folks outside of the field of school librarianship to understand what a huge impact we have on student learning. This grant and the research study that it's funding comes through the organization of the Institute of Museum and Library Services, and this is a federal organization. So what is EQuIP going to investigate? It explores 2 things. So the main purpose of the study is to explore how the completion of a unit affects student learning outcomes when that unit is designed and delivered by a classroom teacher and a school librarian who both have been trained in guided inquiry design. Guided inquiry design, for those of you who aren't as familiar, is an instructional design model for inquiry-based teaching and learning. It allows students to take ownership of their learning as they go through the inquiry process. Through GID, a teacher or librarian's role is to guide the students as they search for and collect resources, engage with the information they found, solve problems, answer questions, and then create new meaning. You can easily find a diagram of the process online. The model may seem linear when you first look at it, but with each step, you notice an overlap. And there's a lot of flexibility present for students and teachers and librarians there. Basically, it means the students drive themselves through the process, finding their way as the learning unfolds. So the 2 main questions that I'll be looking at are: how does school librarian and teacher collaboration impact student learning? And then how does guided inquiry design, co-taught by that instructional partnership, impact student learning? We talk a lot about this kind of impact, but really we're only able to talk about there being a suggested relationship, right? We see a correlation, we see a relationship. The hope for this study is that we can come up with some hard numbers that measure that impact. So what are the benefits if you choose to participate? First, the professional training, right? We know that as school librarians, the minute we graduate from our program, we are not yet these amazing school library professionals. It's that first day on the job that we realize we still have so much to learn. It is a lifelong learning profession. Second, it's evidence-based practice. We do have a lot of research that lets us know that inquiry learning is a strong design for students. Also the visibility. This is a national study. I'm recruiting from Texas, Wisconsin, New Jersey, and South Carolina. And so there's going to be a lot of opportunities to discuss the way that we help students learn at a national level. Fourth, hard data. If you participate, your system will have hard data that can help to make a case for your involvement in student learning. It aligns very easily with the AASL standards because we know that the new standards are process standards, and the inquiry learning that we're using for this grant is a process and easily aligns with those standards. And of course, the best benefit, it's free. It costs you nothing. In fact, you get wonderful benefits for participating in a nice little financial kick, but it takes nothing away from you.